Hey there, Kyle Doney here with LVN Real Estate, your Denver cash home buyer. In this video I want to talk about vacant houses. If you have a vacant house, you probably have some issues going on with that house. Vacant houses, there's a lot that can come up and it can cause a lot of issues. And some stuff may not be so obvious. So I just made a quick list here. I want to go down through and talk about some of these things and what to look for if you do have a vacant house, and maybe this will keep some of these issues from happening, and you'll want to get it occupied or sold as quickly as possible. So number one would be squatters. There are squatters out there. A squatter is someone that is looking for a vacant house. They are looking for an opportunity to get a free living space, and what they're going to do is look for your house with tall grass, maybe the windows boarded up. Maybe there's some type of sign that they know it's vacant. There might not be a car in the driveway, and they're going to come and they're going to move on into your house. At that point, you're going to have to evict them to get them out, and they can cause a lot of damage. They could do drugs in your house that could cause damage, and there's just a lot of bad things that could happen. So you want to avoid squatters. If you do have a vacant house, try to make it look occupied. Maybe park a car in the driveway. Number two, maintenance issues. There's a lot of maintenance deferred maintenance that happens with a vacant house. If you're not working on the house and you're not keeping up with it, things just start to deteriorate, and that's just due to not being there. Things happen. Your house will start to deteriorate. We've seen houses where the roof has caved in, the house has shifted, windows got broken out. There's all kinds of things that happen, and once that happens, it's downhill from there. In one case, the windows were broken out of this house and it was raining in it, which caused all the hardwood floors to be completely soggy, and the whole house, like the studs and everything, were soggy from all the water and moisture damage, and the house was a scrape. The next one would be code violations. If your house is vacant and you don't have somebody there taking care of it, your grass is going to get tall, you're going to get code violations, and that's going to cost you money. You will get fines in the mail from the city, and what happens is if you don't pay them or you don't see them coming in, they'll start cutting the grass for you. And when they start cutting the grass for you, that bill goes way up and it gets very, very expensive. You do not want the city cutting your grass. You do not want code violations on your house, and oftentimes in vacant houses, that happens. It's kind of one of those things where one thing leads to the next. You start getting code violations, the squatters see that your house is vacant, and before you know it, these things just keep rolling on top of each other. Loss of money. Obviously, if your house is vacant, you're not making money on it, which comes down to bills, taxes, and all those other things. If you do have the utilities still on, you're paying utilities, obviously. If you don't, you're not, but you're going to have still taxes. You can't avoid the taxes even if your house is vacant. So you'll still have a tax bill coming, and you'll still have other bills around the house. Maybe you still have a mortgage in place. Either way, you're going to be losing money if you don't have a renter in there or you're not living in it yourself. The next one would be animal infestations. Animals know when your house is vacant too, surprisingly, but they move on in, and you might get squirrels in the attic or raccoons, any type of bug infestation, cockroaches, etc. And that will also destroy your house slowly when they get in there, and it's a pain and it's expensive to remove them. The last one would be vandalism. Just kids will be kids, and if they see a vacant house, they might, want to break out the windows for fun, and who knows, break in, explore around, damage the house, graffiti. These things all happen to vacant houses. We see it all the time. These are a few things to watch out for if you do have a vacant house. Be very cautious, be very aware, and keep a close eye on your house. If you do have a vacant house and you need to sell it, and maybe you have some of these issues going on at the moment, give us a call. We will buy your house with all these issues present, and we will handle these issues for you and take care of them and get them off your plate. Feel free to reach out to us at LVN Real Estate. We buy vacant houses. We buy any type of houses that have these sort of issues, and we'll take care of them for you. Thanks for watching, and hope to hear from you soon.